You probably all know the Elastico. Maybe you know it as the flip-flap or the snake bite or something entirely else. But bottom line is that it's a really good looking trick that's also kinda effective. And in today's video, I'll teach you how to do it step by step, because this is the beginner's guide to the Elastico. The Elastico was invented by Japanese-Brazilian footballer called Sergio Egigo and has been used by many great dribblers over the years. But it's probably most famous today for being one of Ronaldinho's favorite skills. And I know, it looked amazing and also a little bit difficult when Ronaldinho did it because he was just so good at it. But actually, you can learn the Elastico too with a little bit of practice. Because if we break it down, it's actually a pretty simple trick. It consists of this tack-tack-like motion, or flip-flap if you want, where you push the ball to the side with the outside of your foot, and then you bring your foot round to push it like 80 degrees forward with the inside of the same foot. And the trick here is to do it in one fluid motion. And that can be a little bit difficult at first, but once your body and your brain and your leg understands that movement, it's just a matter of practice, and then you'll get it eventually, whoop, whoop, like that. Now actually, I've been trying to learn the Elastico for a couple of years, but I only really had my aha, I understand moment when I broke the skill down to what it basically is. Two different steps that on their own are quite easy to do. So if we look at it that way, the Elastico is basically a push to the side with the outside of your foot, and then you put the same foot down with a bit of power on the other side of the ball, so you touch it with the instep. Now the trick here is that you do the push like that, you put your foot down, but you kind of angle it a little bit inwards to get that flap motion, push the ball forward. So like this, boom, boom. You see my foot? Boom, boom. And that's basically what it is. I know this is a little bit rudimentary, and thinking of the skill like that isn't maybe 100% correct, but it helps you understand that push, foot down. You see? That's the Elastico motion. And now you just need to learn it one fluid motion and speed it up a little bit. That's all it is. Aha! But once you have the hang of this whole scoop to the side, put your foot down with power angling your foot kind of business, I want you to focus on the Elastico as a whole. So you want to do it in one fluid motion, and this is where you'll need a bit of practice. We're gonna get to that in a bit. What you should also focus on though is the flip, right? The first move. One of the things Ronaldinho was really good at is that he took a long flip where he also threw his body a little bit to the side, really indicating that, yo, I'm accelerating that way with a lot of power. What do you think the defender did? Well, he or she was also running that direction. And this is basically where Ronaldinho did whoop, that long flip, little flap that direction, and he was free to do whatever he wanted. And that's a bad thing for the defender. So focus on the flip, long one, boom, like that. Then you can go. So the Elastico is a powerful skill. You know what's also powerful is the community around this channel. So if you want to join that inner circle and get notifications every time we post a video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell and join the family. It's gonna be worth it. And if you guys are sat there thinking, yep, I'm gonna go out and train that and learn that in no time, just wait a little bit, we're gonna get to that. Because first, I just wanna bring a couple of common mistakes that I see a lot of people do to your attention. And the first thing is that I see a lot of people trying to do the Elastico too quickly, like with too much speed. And I know it might seem logical that you wanna just, get your foot quickly around the ball, really perform it like so you can trick the defender. But the thing is that trying to get that flap, get your foot around the ball for the flap, if you do that too quickly, most people will also do the flip, so the first move, with too much pace and especially power, making that movement of getting around the ball really difficult because it will be too far out to make sense. So I usually find that the Elastico should be performed just a fraction slower than your brain might tell you. Another thing I really want to focus on is that you use your entire leg, basically your entire body, to do the Elastico. Another common mistake is that people just use basically their foot or their foot joint to just make that little and it's not very easy. And we also saw with Ronaldinho that the further out you get the flip, the more you throw your body to the side, the more seductive the trick is, and the higher the chance is that you succeed. So don't do it too fast and use your entire leg. You should be golden. Let's train it. How do I train this, Jake? Well, we should actually do like Drake and start from the bottom. And I realized that, breaking the skill down, doing it step by step, slowly until you realize what you need to do, it's a little bit boring. But if learning new things on the football pitch was exciting, everyone would be world class. Not everyone is, but you're gonna be, okay? Actually, we need to start by getting rid of the ball because your body needs to understand what motion it needs to do for the Elastico. So flip, outside scoop, boom, foot down, angle the foot, okay? So flip, flap. You don't have to say the sounds. Flip, flap. Once you feel okay with doing that, or too many people are looking weirdly at you walking by, you can take the ball in, just prepare yourself a little bit for what's to come, just like little touches outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Your standing leg is gonna die quickly, so just do it a little bit to warm up, and then it's time to bring in the ball and actually practice the movement itself. Here, I want you to focus on the flip first, okay? So out, and you just can stop the ball, okay? So flip, out, just stop the ball. Now, you can do that until you feel kind of confident in that, and then you maybe want to focus on the flap as well, getting that forward motion. Boom, boom. See? Boom, boom. There's a little bit more power, there's a little bit more intent on the flip flap. So you see that Elastico motion? Boom, boom. It's all there. And yeah, I screwed up. It's gonna happen to you too. Just keep going. Come back to the basics if you fail too many times and build on top of it as well. Finally, you can bring in a cone. Maybe stand still, boom, boom, around the cone. You can also take a few steps back, run towards the cone, boom, boom, and that's the Elastico. But this is the thing, guys, just like with any other skill, it's about starting out slow and familiarizing yourself and your brain with the trick, and then just repeating and repeating and repeating until you learn it. See, learning any football skill is about determination and patience, and if you apply those two things to learning the Elastico, I'm pretty sure you'll get it, at least not in no time, then eventually. But which skills should we deep dive on next? Let me know in the comment section right down below. And remember that if you need new boots or shirts or training gear, the link to unisportlife.com is right over there. But also, if you want to keep improving as a footballer, the playlist right down in the corner of your screen is also a great place to start. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio, my friend.